Oh my God, there are so many reactions in chemistry. How am I going to learn all these chemical reactions? Don't worry. In this video, we are going to visualize the chemical reactions in an interesting way using these simple blocks. Since there are so many reactions, we are going to divide them into 5 important types. I'm also going to show you how to predict the chemical reactions based on these types. So you won't have to memorize all the reactions. And as usual, we'll finish off with our top 3 questions on this topic. Chemical reactions can be divided into these 5 important types. In this video, we're going to look at each of these types and their examples. Now, if you're not sure how to write chemical equations and how to balance them, then I would suggest you to watch that video before continuing here. So friends, are you ready? Let's go to our chemistry lab. First, let's start with combination reactions. In combination reactions, 2 or more substances combine to form one single substance. Let's visualize it with our blocks here. Let's say we have 2 substances, A and B, and they combine to form one product, AB. This is a combination reaction. In combination reactions, you have 2 or more reactants, but only one product. Now let's look at some examples. Let's say this pink block here is hydrogen and this block is oxygen. Now when they combine, we get water. This is a word equation since it's written in words. Now let's write it as a chemical equation. So we have H2 plus O2 giving us H2O. Note that the product is not a simple join of the formula of the reactants. So it's not H2O2, it's H2O because the elements combine according to their valency. Now here the equation is unbalanced. So let's go ahead and balance the equation. Another example is magnesium and oxygen combine to form magnesium oxide. So we have Mg plus O2 giving us MgO. Now let's balance the equation and we get 2Mg plus O2 gives us 2MgO. In these simple examples, the reactants were elements and the product was a compound. But the reactants can also be compounds. Let's take an example. Let's say we have carbon monoxide and oxygen. Carbon monoxide is a compound and oxygen is an element. And when they combine together, we get carbon dioxide. Now why don't you try predicting the next reaction? Hint, it's a combination reaction. If you combine sodium and chlorine, what are you going to get here? Sodium and chlorine combine to form the compound sodium chloride. But the correct formula is NaCl. It's not a simple joining of Na and Cl2 because the elements combine according to their valency. And valency of sodium and chlorine is both 1. So we get the formula NaCl. Let's put combination reaction on our concept board. The key point is only one product. Next, let's look at decomposition reactions. Decomposition reactions are the opposite of combination reactions. In decomposition, one compound breaks down into 2 or more simpler substances. So once again, let's visualize it using our blocks here. Let's say we have a substance AB. It decomposes or breaks down into 2 substances, A and B. This is a decomposition reaction. In decomposition reactions, you have 2 or more products. But remember, only one reactant. Now let's take a look at some examples. Let's say we have water here. And when you pass electric current, it breaks down into hydrogen and oxygen. This is also known as electrolysis since electric current is used to decompose the compound. Remember, this equation is exactly opposite of what we did in combination, where hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water. Another example of decomposition is when you heat calcium carbonate, it decomposes. Calcium carbonate decomposes to produce calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This is called thermal decomposition since heat causes the decomposition. Now let's try predicting the next reaction. Do you know what happens when silver chloride is exposed to sunlight? That's right, silver chloride decomposes into silver and chlorine. Do you know where this reaction is used, or rather was used? In black and white photography, where the film or the photographic plate contained silver chloride and it decomposed when it was exposed to sunlight to give us the black and white image. Of course, now in the digital world, everything's digital and we are using SD cards. Now let's consider another example, digestion of food. So when you eat food, what happens in the digestion process? Is it a combination reaction or a decomposition reaction? What do you think? That's right. The correct answer is decomposition reaction. Our digestive system breaks down the complex food substances into simpler substances. For example, carbohydrates are broken into simpler sugars such as glucose. Proteins decompose to form amino acids. So digestion is a decomposition reaction. Let's pin decomposition reaction on our concept board. Remember the key point? Only one reaction